Good afternoon. Before I start, this evening cheer, I wanted to read something to y'all first. It's about, it's a lot going down in Atlanta House. Well, I could skip all that part, okay? So Sammie and Ray J, I guess the verses, I don't watch that verses shit. I think I probably saw 2 verses. Sammie and Ray J, they had some sort of event, I think, for a group. I never heard of this group, or if it is a group, it's called RSVP. They had some form of event. And I guess, as part of the nice festivities, they went to a couple of strip clubs, Pink Pony, I think they said Magic, and during the course of the night, there was an altercation between Ray J and the music artist Sammie. And now, according to the article I was reading, it said that that the event was being held, but they were also shooting video footage in conjunction with the reality show that I imagine that Sammie and Ray J are doing. I guess when they had the versus thing, I guess they might as well have taken the opportunity to capitalize on that renewed relevance they achieved. But I guess Ray J said I've been relevant. I've been making headphones and shit. So I still got that song One Wish, and my sister's still Brandy. But I don't know, man. That's not even the important part of the story I'm talking about. But I guess that does play a part in it. This Ray J. He should have pretty much established himself well enough. I imagine, he has enough money for his generation and the generation after. I would imagine. I guess if not, I don't know if it's worth living in California. I heard they spend a whole lot of money for the cost of living in California. But then that's another step that I'm going off into something else. These are adult men, right? And I speak on when I come on. I talk about how I feel. I believe, based on the evidence I see, that the only thing, the thing of the most notoriety that the African American, Black, Negro, a nigga folk like my man, they be wildin'. A nigga folk like myself, I lost my train of thought, have notoriety for is either entertainment or athleticism. There's no, I guess the last person that we probably could speak on in that regard, maybe in the judicial aspect, was Johnny Cochran. Johnny Cochran, unless you want to talk about Judge Mathis, Judge Joe Brown, I imagine he's a great legal mind. And when you speak of things like legal and justice and laws and all that type of thing, whether it be criminal legislation or civil legislation, you have to be able to point to certain individuals within your racial or ethnic group in which you'll be able to say, well, I can put my hand, Thurgood Marshall or Vernon Jordan. I should be, no matter what type of scrupulous stories these individuals might have had behind them, for those people, for the elite, for the powers to be to hand select them to be spokespeople, I guess to be the buffer class between them and us and whatever other groups they place them in front of. You have to give them that. But still, for the most part, currently the African American, Black, Negro, or nigger folk like myself, whether it be in the gender or male or woman or however other gender you wish to identify yourself as, I only know and it was raised to recognize too. This is what our representation is. We during the Oscar So White, I guess that was originally when Jada Smith, Pinkett Smith, was a large topic of the Oscars when she allegedly was going on a campaign and say Oscars so white and no black people should attend, but yet still I think Luke Gossett still went. I don't know, but Chris Rock went, and they said, well, I guess it came out during that first one. He pretty much said, I think he did go in on Jada when during the Oscars so white fiasco, but damn, I'm going too far off. And that's why I say the Negro, the African American, the black, and the Negro mind is too often distracted by things that are of the concept of entertainment or athleticism, sports and showmanship, because another issue that has been recognized that to occur amongst people of color or those who more specifically are classified as black is that we have an issue with having to show off among each other. So in the process of showing off, we do all types of things and do all types of stunts. So it's like, well, I don't know. When I was already fully well grown, that's when Ray J and Sammie and them they start emerging as performers. But I know they have to be at least in their mid-30s at this point. So here you are, these mid-30s, damn, I guess near pushing 40-year-old men out here squabbling in public. I guess I don't know whether they were at the Pink Pony. Ray J and Sammie were tussling at the Pink Pony. You have these two men who should know better in their representation. They don't necessarily speak for me specifically, but they are a representation of manhood. We get to the point where we like to say, well, what we call this shit identity politics, and there's a place for identity politics, and where I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for. Codes. It's on the line of code switching. We can play these roles, under the guise of athlete and entertainer, and go out and participate in all types of childish, boyish, sus ass nigga behavior. In regards to, man, I got to get over. You see what's going on, man? I swear. Such type of behavior in regards to these adult males, and they do it under the concept, I guess, they had to know the camera was going. One of them had to know the camera was going. Ray J, and then the little video that was about to play, they had, I guess it was an Instagram. Ray's talking about, I defended myself, and and the dude, I fucked up, and this, that, and the third, and and it's like, well, you pretty much what it was sounding like as Ray J. He was giving his legal disclosure and and kind of dismissing what it was. We still cool. We know we had a disagreement. This whole shit like that. But then, that wasn't enough. There was a video that came out with Sammie where Sammie was like, Sammie was talking about he walked in the door like he was the domestic abuse victim or something. Talking about I was on the Penitent or whatever that exercise shit, some bullshit, and a nigga say he tripped and bust up the side of his eyeball. These are adult males, and this is what we do. I mean, it's bad enough. We say now, like I mentioned, the article mentioned that this was underneath the premise that they were working on a reality show. They were shooting for a reality show because they threw Sammie and Ray J through an event for this group RSVP, which I never heard of. I guess I'm too far out of the loop for the new people, but of course, underneath in the name of having this event, you also have opportunity to shoot reality show footage because you can show that you're spending money. You're an elder statesman in the R&B, in the male R&B category. So what you're doing is you're giving the new cats a place to shine. You're giving them a showcase, per se, and you're filming this with the reality show, and then suddenly you and Ray J and Sammie have a physical altercation. But Sammie is dismissing. Sammie's saying he had a fight with the door. He tripped. I don't know, man, but I was headed to saying that we sometimes you have these critics, these harsh critics of black female behavior. You know, they'll pull out things like the Real Housewives of Atlanta and other hip hop and Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, or whatever. Violently animated, messy reality show they may have that focuses around black women or has participation from black female. I said black females, black women and black females. Although a black woman may be a black female, all black females aren't women. You have other categories, and sometimes the names of those categories are offensive. Like hoe bitch, that's another topic. I'm still on the fellas, man. We talk about, I just need me a woman to submit. These women don't want to submit. They're too argumentative. They want to fight. And I don't have time for it. Plus they have kids. Not that the kids part have any part of it. We talking about the behavior of the individual. The kids is just pretty much an accessory of the man and the woman, because you got to have the man and the woman have kids. But it's just the fact that we argue about, I don't say I need to be careful with that we shit, because we not gonna do it. But we see some folks, they like to argue about how, they don't even to argue, debate or discuss the treatment that either from the side that how black males treat black females, or how from the other side how black females treat black males, or the characteristics of black males on one side or the characteristics of black females on the other side. And then it comes to the point, that it becomes a rejection. There's a rejection being fomented between your gender counterpart, where they say, it's such a headache, I am too weak to fight. I dare not protest no longer. Why should I waste my time protesting being amongst my own kind? I'd rather go on off and venture forward and see whether I could find grass greener on the other side. But I'm going off where I'm saying. This was I can understand, some of these real young rappers, but these younger rappers nowadays, they drilling. They ain't necessarily doing too much of fist fighting. But I can understand the younger ones. The younger guys, okay, y'all emotions flare high. Maybe y'all had some type of substance in your system, and things just went out of hand. But you have two supposedly widely known Ray J's a recording artist, Sammie's a recording artist. Two widely known recording artists. They should be at this point, like I say, when you get past the 20s, you pretty much is headed for the over the hill status in regards to any, has always pretty much been in the form of music, which I don't understand, because in some cases you have the Rolling Stones, they damn near on walkers performing, and they still get the accolades, but that's another story also. I can't, this nigga Sammie though, man. I'm talking about Sammie the artist. I'm not talking about my cousin Sammie. Happy belated birthday, cuz. But this nigga here, man, wait a minute, come on, don't do me. Come on. I'm trying to let this shit play so y'all can hear this nigga talking. Come on.
I did take a fall last night though. I didn't have my Crocs in sports mode. Good.
A nigga like a abuse victim.
I reached for the door, and the door wasn't there, and I fell. And,
oh shit! I reached for the door, and the door wasn't there, and I fell. I've arrived at this. If y'all know that, if you watch, I have to look at it like this. If you watch enough to know that in order to try to belittle what actually happened, because that's what Ray J was trying to do, talking about self-defense. The nigga got in my mind, if I had to guess and had to bet money on it, I think that Ray J probably got in his feeling sad, and they probably still cracking on that nigga because of the One Wish performance, and you know, you understand, Ray J. We know you got money with the headphones, this, that, and third, but you are not a singer, sir. Your sister is a songstress. You're not a singer, Ray J. So in my mind, I saw the tension over, that he might have been in front of the young guys, and and maybe Sammie said, sing Ray J song, guys. And the guys got to have uncomfortable looks on their faces and was looking at Ray J. And Sammie was over there snickering in the corner. And then Ray J's, just as the night went on, a couple more shots of Ciroc. And Ray J's emotions probably got to bubbling over. And then there was the opportunity. They were headed into the Pink Pony. And Ray J swung on Sammie in self-defense. We good now. We good. We boys. I lost my AirPods. I cracked my cell phone screen. This Sammie the singer. Y'all, the image. You can't just go out there and sing. You can't just go out there and rap no more. Now you got to come off as uncouth and ill behavior, and it's not such respectability politics. That's the word I was looking for. Respect. It's not about behaving in a certain way in order to not look a particular way for the white man, for the alabaster man, the pink toe, or the Asian man, or the Indian man, or even the Hispanic Mexican folks, because they look at us halfway crazy too, because they feel like hell. Y'all had all this opportunity now, all this opportunity that we had in America, We all had all this opportunity. We can waltz over here and live for about 10 to a 1-bedroom apartment for about 2 or 3 months and come over here and take over y'all whole goddamn neighborhood. I'm at Candyland, where I take my stand and I make my bands. I don't want to get Facebook. Don't put no lashes on me. Y'all be fucking me so bad. This shit probably ain't even recorded. But but yeah. But if it is recording, please subscribe to the Niger Room on YouTube. It's THENIGERROOM on YouTube. Or come on over to Facebook. You to go over to the Facebook page, The Real Beauty of Black Relationships, and click like on there. Click like on some of the topics. Maybe share a few to your page if you like them. Peace and love, y'all. That's such that Ray J. In my mind, cause at my age, I'm like, man, I'm gonna make a report and identify who fucking with me. So if it comes to time where I have to neutralize the threat against my person, cause I'm an old man. I'm old. I got a few more pumps left in me, but I'm old, man. Let me get the fuck out of here, man. Y'all have a great day. Peace and love.